In case you guys missed the community post, Kellogg did end up raising its dividend by 1.7% increase from to about 60 cents. This was actually one of the picks that we had for the month of July that we were expecting a dividend raise from. So Kellogg's declared 60 cents per share, which is a 1.7% increase from the prior dividend of 59 cents. So they raised it by 1 penny. Ex-dividend date is August 31st, and they will be paying out September 15th. And then guys, the last one here, which was on the list for the month of July that we were expecting dividend raises from, that was Stanley Black & Decker, which actually declared 81 cents per share quarterly, which is a 1.2% increase from the prior dividend of 80 cents. This one also only raised it about a penny. Ex-dividend date is September 1st, and they will be paying out September 19th. So congrats to all of the shareholders for these. I believe this is actually for Stanley Black & Decker, a dividend king now. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but as well guys, on the dividend news, we also did get a Dividend Aristocrat, Clorox, which hiked its dividend by 1.7%. Ticker symbol CLX, which was a company I believe we maybe said in May or June that they would raise their dividend. So congrats to Clorox shareholders. Not a huge raise either, but at least it's a raise versus a cut. The other one we do have here on the dividend news is Baker Hughes, which hiked its dividend by 5.3%, ticker symbol BKR. The other one here, guys, is Hershey's, which hiked its dividend by a massive 15.1%, marking 14 straight years of increases with a 5-year CAGR of 10.5%. The dividend yield on that is about 2%. Congrats, excellent company there. The other one we do have here, guys, is Landstar System, hiked its dividend by 10% and now has raised its dividends 18 years straight with a 5-year CAGR of 14.9%. That is amazing, guys. The other one here that we do have is Arbor Realty Trust, which hiked its dividend 3 times this year. And then the last one that we do have is West America Bancorp, hiked its dividend by 4.8%. What's up, everybody? It's Antonio here with you, episode 197 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what we bought, what we sold, what dividends came in, what options we placed, which ones we had to roll and manage. Actually, this is actually the last week for July for me in the options world. So I'll be going over how much we actually would have made, but we actually lost money because we did roll up, but we did make money, some unrealized money, I guess is what you would say. Yeah, I'll be going over the portfolio, and well, at the end of the day, remember guys, we come back every single week. We're trying to get this to increase. This is our dividend snowball, or projections of how much our portfolio is generating in passive income. Our monthly projections is currently at $344.23. We're slowly increasing that snowball, and it's compounding and compounding every single week because we continue to invest into the portfolio, and we're turning that active income into passive income, which is amazing. So by the end of the video, we should see this way higher. This is actually scripts I do have available for free. All I ask in return, guys, is that you're subscribed with the bell notification. Help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark, and you drop a big thumbs up on the video. Costs you nothing, definitely helps out the channel, and definitely would appreciate it. But yeah guys, if we look at the annual dividend so far, we're barely at the beginning of August, and we've already made $1,826.16. Well, I guess I would say the portfolio has made $1,826. In passive income, we've already surpassed all of 2019's annual year, which is very awesome. We'll definitely surpass 2020's. But if we look at the quarterly dividends here, you'll see that for Q2, man, we made $1,006, and then you'll see this is a staircase that's going up and up. We're actually working on Q3, so we'll see how much we end up making for the month of July. It's gonna be definitely exciting. I'll be making a video shortly, or I believe maybe this week or so, on the options premium, guys. This month I took a huge loss on the options, and that's just because I wanted to start rolling up my covered calls that I do have. We lost roughly about $952.55.
Can I take your order? 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 55 cokes.
But that is okay because technically we did move up in strike price and we did collect some premium, so we're still in the money, and but we're up in higher strike price. If we actually look at the goals here, I can show you that just so we can stay focused, because every time we check them, first one is to reach 20,000 subscribers. We're halfway there, guys. So if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing with that notification. Definitely would appreciate it, guys. As well, if you're already subscribed, be sure to drop a big thumbs up. Just helps out promote the channel. And the next goal, which we've already surpassed, guys, $325 per month on average. We're at like $344, so anything above $325 is just a cherry on top. We're gonna try to get it to $400, $375 to $400, somewhere around that range. We'll see if we can by the end of the year. We have a couple more months. And then goal number 3 is reach $118,000 invested of my own money. You'll see here that we're at $114,601. So we still have a bit of way to go there, but I think we'll reach that one. Goal number 4 is to dollar cost average $100 and to the portfolio no matter what. I'll be showing you that in the history that we did do that. We try to stay consistent there. And then goal number 5 is to drip an additional $100 into the company that is going ex-dividend date. So I will be doing that, I believe, maybe next week or so. I'll show you right now in a little bit where it shows the ex-dividend dates. I have a script that pulls all that information for me. And then goal number 6 is to try to reach about $400 per month selling options. This month was in the negative, but overall we're still in the positive. And then goal number 7 is to reach $1,000, or not 1,000, but 1,000 shares of SCHD. We'll see if we can get to that, guys. Especially SCHD has been moving upwards lately, so I'm trying to slowly not buy that much right now. Hopefully we can get a nice pullback, and then we can accumulate more shares. But if I show you guys here on the dividend payout, which is a script I do have, you'll see that this is organized by ex-dividend date. So we do have JP Morgan. It's also sorted by pay dates here. So you'll see that JP Morgan, we're going to get paid on the 31st of July. Ex-dividend date already passed, but Starbucks ex-dividend date is on the 10th of August, and then on the 16th of August for Microsoft, and so on. So we're going to buy Starbucks before the 10th of August so that we can hit that ex-dividend date, and then we can drip even more. Hopefully those little crumbs do add up over time and they start compounding very nicely. But again here, guys, options, remember, month of July we're in the negative to $952.55.
Hi, can I take your order? 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies, 55 cokes.
But overall we're still at $3,917.45. So we still got to try to stay around $400 per month on average. I think we'll definitely do that. We'll see what happens with August. And yeah, guys, but yeah, this is actually what I have. Let's go ahead and jump over to the portfolio and let's go ahead and get started. So you'll see here the portfolio is at $211,357.50. It's roughly about $685.84 in the green, which is about 0.33%. And then 2-year change is showing $23,247.26, which is about 12.36%. And then if I show you guys here the positions, you'll see that we're actually in the green on capital gains, about 95.51%, which is roughly about $99,210.51. You'll see that the cash balance we do have is about $8,277.51. We're actually trying to sell some cash secured puts on SCHD. I actually did forget this past week. I was pretty busy. And you'll see here that we do have 2 covered calls on Apple. They're going to be expiring within a month or so, I guess month and a half, and we'll continue to manage those. JP Morgan, we've been moving up in strike price on this one because we are in the money. JP Morgan's trading around 157, and you'll see that we're at 147, so about $10 difference there. Altria, I actually was gonna plan to sell a covered call this week, but I decided not to just because they do have, I believe, earnings next week. So I want to try to stay away from that, because if Altria does move up, that one will definitely be very hard to manage. We do have Microsoft here, which we're also in the money. We're trying to manage those. We have Nvidia, which we're also rolling, and then we have a couple other companies we are invested. We're trying to accumulate to 100 shares eventually. We'll see what happens with those. And then the last one here, guys, we have SCHD, which we have roughly about 681 shares. Currently about $51,507 in value. We invested about $49,700, so we're up a little bit. We were in the red a couple months ago, so pretty cool to see this going up. I would actually prefer to be in the red because that means we can accumulate more, but I will probably be selling a cash secured put on SCHD next week just to accumulate more premium. And then, guys, on the performance, you'll see here that we are up about $14,948.51. Pretty cool to see in the green. And then that is about a 7.49% in the green. On the investment income here, we're projected to roughly make about $4,110.35 yearly, which is roughly about $342.53 monthly. For August, it's actually going to be a very, very low dividend payment. It's going to be only $107.66, but then September's super juicy dividend, $649.01, and then October, of course, will also be a little heavy on the dividends when you compare it against August, so $270.91. If I show you guys here the history, you'll see that we did end up starting from the 23rd of July all the way till the 29th. And then if we scroll to the very bottom, you'll see that the SCHD cash secured puts that we had placed a while back, they did expire worthless, so we just got to keep the premium, and that's really awesome. That's why I'm going to sell another cash secured put this week, because even if we do get assigned the shares, I want to accumulate more shares anyway, so that's a win-win for me. And then we did have the Altria one that did expire. We were managing that one, so that was pretty great to see. And then on the 26th, we actually deposited $100 because remember we have that goal. And then on the 28th, we did one buy, so we invested those $100 into Union Pacific, which bought about 0.42 shares. This company has been going up in value now. And then, guys, on the 28th, I did have to roll my Nvidia covered call that I do have for 170 strike price that expired on the 28th. I actually bought it back for $29,642.66, and then we did a sell to open on this for a covered call, same exact strike price that expires about a week away from now, but they paid us $29,656, so we made what, about $14 or so rolling this, a lot higher than the dividend that they do pay out, so that's pretty great to see. And then on the 28th as well, I did have to roll my JP Morgan one, so this one I did end up doing a buy to close. I bought back my covered call that was at 146 strike price that expired on the 28th. This one I did pay $1,070.66, and then we did a sell to open, so I did end up rolling upwards by $1 to 147 strike price that expires on the 4th of August. This one it was a debit, so they only paid me $989, so the difference I did have to pay, so I paid about $81 there to roll up. But this is, you would say that this is in the negative for us, but really this is in the positive, because I paid, well, I moved up by $1, right? So $1 times 100 is $100, and then I ended up paying about what is it, $81. So if you subtract 100 minus 81, I really made $19 in premium from that, because if my shares were to get called at 147, I would make a little bit more on that. Of course, if they don't get, the shares don't get actually taken away, then it's just money that's coming from my balance. But I would prefer to move up in the strike price because it's much easier to manage that way. And then the last one here on the 28th, we did get a dividend interest from our money, I believe, of $1.77. But yeah, this is what I have on the history. Let's go ahead and see if we got any dividends by clicking calculate dividends. Looks like we didn't get any passive income this week, guys, but that's okay because we're slowly increasing that, and we'll see how long that takes us to eventually live off of these dividends. But let's go ahead and jump over to the Google Sheets so that we can wrap up this video, guys. Alright guys, so we're here at the dashboard, and I had already made a copy of this over here. And then we actually have, of course, I did forget to mention this, we do have the options return, which is about 3.42%, doing pretty good so far on this. But one of the things I do want to point out is the options premium. Again, July we are down about $952.55. Sucks to see that, but we did actually move up in strike price, so that's pretty great to see as well. If we look at the total return so far that we've collected for the past couple months, we've collected $3,917.45 compared to last year of $3,544.51. If we look at the week, really the only profitable week was the first week of July. Everything else we ended up having to pay money to roll, but that is because, again, I did roll in the upwards strike price, so I moved up in strike price instead of just staying at the same strike price there. And then if I show you guys here the dividend payout, we can go ahead and kick this off. So there's 4 companies here. We'll see if any new companies announced dividends. So you click on get latest dividends. This will get wiped, and the scripts will go out and see if any new companies from my portfolio did announce dividends or dividend raises. So it looks like we did get another company. Maybe that was Visa. I didn't really pay attention, or was that Union Pacific? But you'll see that now we have the ex-dividend date for Union Pacific, Lockheed Martin, Microsoft, Visa, Starbucks, and JP Morgan. And it'll be here when they pay out. So pretty cool to see that. And then, guys, if we go ahead and go over here to the settings, we can go ahead and get rid of this. And we can jump over to Empower to grab the latest version of our portfolio that contains all the purchases that I did do this past week. That way we can see how much we grew the dividend snowball. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, so we're here at Empower on the Schwab account. You'll see this green button. Click on that. That copies the content of my portfolio that contains all the purchases from this past week. We can actually go back, right click, paste special values only. And now this contains all my purchases, and then we can jump over to the holdings. This is a snapshot of my old positions from last week. Once you click portfolio tools, update portfolio holdings, this will get wiped and it'll parse out the new stuff we just pasted. I have tutorials for all that stuff. The scripts are available for free. Again, all I ask in return that you guys do is subscribe with that notification, and you drop a big thumbs up on the videos. Definitely goes a long way. But let's go ahead and click on that. You'll see it get wiped out, and then now it's parsing everything for us. And we'll see how much we grew the dividend snowball, which you'll see on the dividend yield. We're still at 1.96, same thing. And then on the yield on cost, we did go up to 3.98% compared to 3.91%. On the yearly, we're actually went up about $3 compared to last week. On the monthly, $344.42, went up about 19 cents or so, I think. And then on the weekly, we went up about 4 pennies, so $79.48 every single week. On the day, we're still making $11.32. On the hourly, guys, 47 cents every hour that goes by. Our portfolio is generating passive income. And on the hourly work wage, this is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $1.99. I know that I have a subscriber they're anxious for me to just go ahead and hit the $2 mark. Hopefully we can hit that very, very soon. Especially when the dividends from the dividend snowball start compounding, especially when we get paid from JP Morgan. This should compound much nicer, and especially in September we'll see that. But we'll eventually try to get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that takes. That'll be a very, very huge milestone for us. But this is actually all I have for you guys in this portfolio update. Let me know what you guys think about this past month in dividends, and let me know how much you guys have been making in options and just in general dividends. What are you guys buying? Talk to me in the comment section. Definitely love when you guys leave some comments, and don't forget to subscribe with that notification. Help me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark as well. Drop a big thumbs up on the video again. And if you stuck all the way to their end, go ahead and drop a hashtag options, because guys, we did lose quite a bit of money on options this month, but that is okay because again, we did move up in strike price, and you know, hopefully we can actually recover from these deep in the money covered calls. We'll see what happens, trying to avoid a taxable event in the long term. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there. Bye guys.